Chikaji, how you guys doing? So today I'm going to be making Mongolian food. I'm going to be making BUUZ, which is dumplings, and making hoshor, which is basically dumplings but flat and fried. So they use the same ingredients but are made in different ways. I wanted to make this video show a really simple recipe. It's literally mince, onion, flour, water, salt, and the different, seasonings that you want to use for the meat. I'm gonna break it down and basically give you the easiest way to make it. Kavita, my friend, is gonna help me, and we're gonna get going. Here are all the ingredients. So you've got flour, and then onion and meat. That's literally all you need apart from the seasoning. Isn't that crazy?
So crazy.
So I can't find my mixing pot, so I'm gonna mix in a pot. First of all, you need to do the flour because you need to let the flour rest for a little bit. I don't know what it's called. What is it called? You know when you've mixed it up and then it's like dough, the dough.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's the word that you thought that you were looking for.
No, I was looking for
it needs to rise.
Yeah, it's not rising, it's resting.
I don't think that that's a thing.
I know that people measure stuff, but you kind of wing it. I mean, my family personally always kind of just wing it. So you put the water and you kind of start feeling around afterward. So this is plain flour. Plain flour is like the most typical flour used constantly. My grandma has like a massive tub of flour back in Mongolia.
Asian people love to bulk buy.
Yeah, exactly. But also my mum and dad really like wholemeal flour. They put a little bit of it in because it has a different taste and a different texture. So mix the flour if you want to. This is just my recipe. I'm not saying all Mongolians make it like this. Don't judge me, please.
Yeah, don't leave abuse in the comments.
Wash your hands and then mix it in with your hands because then I just feel like it mixes better when
I agree.
you use your hands instead of a fork or a whisk. It's my grandma used to complain about how messy I was when I made food. To put in the water, make a little hole in the middle. You get lukewarm water and you pour it in. This is when it's gonna get messy.
Messy!
First of all, what I do, I go to the top of the hole, just to start off with. And then you mix it in with your hands. The thing about Asian food is it's like a really family orientated thing. So especially when it comes to making BUUZ and hoshor, you sit around the table with your family and one person does the flour, one person does the meat, and then we all help in with what's it called?
I don't speak Mongolian, so I don't know.
By the end of this video, I'll remember what it's called. But I know in Mongolian it's called chimuk. So we sit around and everybody does their part to create the dumplings themselves.
So it's like a factory line.
It's like
I think that's so much nicer than in Western culture. One person has to slave away in the kitchen and everyone just eats really quickly and doesn't talk to each other.
Exactly. It's like a family bonding experience.
What would Mongolian people usually eat dumplings with?
Because we were part of the Soviet Union, it's tends to be really Russian salads. We have it with gherkin, we have it with something called nisa salad, and it is basically Russian potato salad. And there is egg in it, there is potato in it, we kind of use a little bit of carrot to put colour in it, and we also put in a bit of sausage, salami vibes. And then it's mixed in with mayo. It needs to rest.
I don't know what it's meant to look like, but you have to stop saying rest. That's definitely not the word that we're looking for here.
No, you say the dough has to rest.
The dough has to rise?
The dough, no, it's not rising, mate. It's not rising. It's rested.
Why does it have to rest? That doesn't make sense. Bread doesn't rest.
We're gonna Google it afterwards.
Okay.
I'm right though. My grandma would not be impressed with the mess around this. This whole pot would be clean the way that my grandma does it. So, sorry grandma. So we're gonna put the dough here to rest.
Word to be confirmed.
That's how you do it. Alright, next step. you get your mince, whatever mince you want. Today we're doing beef because that's the typical meat that we use. So you want another pot. So the meat is in there. And then you gotta chop up the onions. I used to get told off for not chopping the onions finely enough. And I also used to hate onions when I was little. So I would literally spend the whole time just taking the onions out one by one. But if you chop them finely, they're great for kids. Kids don't like notice that there's onions in it. So try and chop them finely, also because the flavor gets around better that way. Basically, a good way to cut it to get it fine is to leave like a little bit there. I can't chop fast. I'm not that gifted in the kitchen. Just
no
FYI.
Hey Kavita.
Hi.
Ooh, girl, you look good. This is how you chop an onion.
So put your onions in. There you have the mince and you have the onion that's making both of us cry. And then you're gonna put in some salt.
Oh my god, we're gonna have a heart attack! Are you serious?
It's like when that woman's like, and then 1 shot of vodka. Glug, 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 glug.
2 shots of vodka.
And then you put pepper in. My favorite thing to put in BUUZ and horseshort is Maggi cubes. And then I also put a stock cube in for extra flavor. This is just my recipe. And I've been given very good reviews. So like before, using your hand is better because it just kind of gets everything mixed up really nicely. So we're gonna use our hands. I'll put it here. Get into that mince. So I like to put some water into the mixture because when you have the dumpling, there'll be some like soup or juice in the dumpling, which is always so satisfying. Fun story, my family actually took our rolling pin. So I don't have a rolling pin, so I'm gonna wash my glass water bottle and use it as the rolling pin. Because, you know, I think outside the box. So, you got your flour. You're going to take a little piece of it off. Oh, girl. Alright. This is wetter than it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's why it's like this. Then you get some flour, dry flour, and let's sprinkle it on the place that you're going to cut up and do all that stuff. So first of all, do a little bit of kneading. You roll it into a little sausage. So the reason we start rolling it like this is to get the same proportion each time. So every time you cut a piece, it will kind of be equal. 2 fingers length. Make it round, squish it. You get some oil, put it on a plate. That. Alright, you're gonna start rolling. You want to make the sides as thin as possible because the middle has to be thick so none of the mixture or the juices come out and it breaks. You don't want that. You want to keep the juices in, you want to keep the flavor in. Ta-da! They're thin enough around the sides now, stick in the middle. So you get a bit of your, like a teaspoon full of your meat mixture or your vegetable mixture. Put it in the middle. And this is chimch or pinching. So this is what people do together as a family. They sit around, they put the meat in and they all pinch and, you know, put it in the dish. There's different types of ways to pinch. This is my favorite one.
Jeez, that looks sick.
You get the boards, so you put it in the oil and then you put it into your steamer. . Alright, the easy way to do it for kids that we teach is you pinch it once this way, and then you pinch it to join it that way, and then it's like a little parcel, basically. That's the easy version for kids.
Mixture. A teaspoon.
Mm-hmm.
This is why this is so hard already.
Do you want an actual teaspoon?
No, it's all good. Oh, that's
fine.
Okay.
That's good.
Right. What did you do? I don't think it looks that bad. It looks like a jellyfish.
So I think this is a Chinese way to do dumplings.
See, I'm just international. It does not look like yours at all, but
we know which one's yours now. There you go. So you fill this with water, start it boiling, and when it starts boiling, you put that on and you cover it up with a lid.
for how long?
For 15 minutes.
Which one's mine? Yeah, I think it was this crazy little one.
Steam it for 15 minutes. Okay, so the timer says it's ready. You need to get something to fan the food. So you turn it off. Then let's put the plate out. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna move it across away from the hot. Take the lid and fan. Keep fanning.
What does that do?
Come check it out. It makes the skin the right texture of a boards.
Okay.
Yeah. So you chose your Chinese one that you made.
Do I eat it all in one go?
Well, you can bite into it. Blow. It might be hot.
Uh-huh.
Look, the juice. It's good, right? And then put a little bit of Maggi sauce on it there. That's my favourite sauce.
What does this sauce taste like?
Just put one dash in it and see how you feel.
Is it like soy sauce?
Yeah, it's a bit like soy sauce.
I like the juices.
Mm-hmm. So the water was the good. Is it good?
I don't know about the sauce.
You don't like it? Okay.
Maybe. But it's good. I liked it.
Okay, great.